Hi everyone, welcome to Woman Empowerment Series with me today, Farisha, and we have two very lovely guests. It's Sarah Hanis and Cempaka. Hi Sarah, hi Cempaka.
Hi Farisha, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Okay, how are you
how
guys
are you?
coping with the MCO?
Trying to stay positive, trying to adapt. It's been going good so far. So with Ramadan and everything. So yeah.
Okay, and how about you, Cempaka? How are you coping with the MCO?
Yes, staying healthy, do a lot of workout, and at the same time, do a lot of networking and personal branding on my LinkedIn as well.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's really good. Okay, so can you guys introduce yourself, Sarah?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Sarah Hanis. I have a degree in chemical engineering from Colorado School of Mines, USA.
Mm-hmm.
I am currently a production engineer in Schlumberger about 2+ years. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still new in the oil and gas industry.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is pretty much a production engineer in my department, which is called Software Integrated Solutions.
Mm-hmm.
We are heavily focused on data and optimizing and digitalize operations, especially in the upstream. So we help them to make everything. You see, like everything in the world right now is all about technology, right? So a
Yes.
lot of our clients are going towards that. So I am helping them going towards that with all their oil and gas upstream data.
So you are helping your clients with all the digital technology for oil and gas for
Hmm.
the data for
Yes.
their data. Okay,
Hmm.
wow. Okay. And how about Cempaka?
Hi everyone, my name is Lim Chia Wei, and sometimes people call me Cempaka simply because I have loads of Malay friends, so that's how I got the name. I graduated from the University of Technology of Petronas and with a bachelor degree of petroleum engineering. And I was being hired right after I graduated by Schlumberger as a field engineer. So I basically work at offshore and at the office at the same time. And I worked in Oman as well before for about 4 months. And right after that, my project ended as a field engineer with the project that I work with. And I moved to become a sales engineer in the drilling domain or a drilling department. So that is where I am right now as a sales engineer.
Okay, so I have also been following Sarah Hani's LinkedIn on social media, and both of you have represented your company, yes, Schlumberger, in France. So can you tell me more about your trip to France representing your company?
Cempaka?
Okay, so we were in France for a technical training. So this is what usually in a production engineer, the technical training that we will have to go through. So we did it in France. It's one of the toughest training, especially for this simulation field,
Yeah.
where we are trained to do or study all the simulation study that is actually happening in the field. So it's one of the toughest training, but we both did it. And how about you, Sarah?
Yeah, hopping off of what Cempaka said, yes, it's pretty much Schlumberger gives you like a really intensive training for you to get the fundamentals. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, Cempaka is she already has a degree in petroleum engineering, even though it is tough for her as well. Like for me, it was really alien for me because I'm a chemical engineering. There's a lot of terms I didn't know. So yeah, it was tough. It was a tough trading, but it's pretty much overall Schlumberger is prepping you, making sure you have the right fundamentals, the right knowledge, and also the right mindset in how we can serve better to our clients,
Mm-hmm.
and also apply that in our work, our working daily basis working.
Okay, so ladies, for my Empowerment series, this is where I interviewed all the amazing ladies in Malaysia. So I'm glad to have both of you in my show today. So for the first question, what does woman empowerment means to you?
So woman empowerment for me is, I think, is realizing your own and other women's full potential.
Mhm.
It's like you're helping yourself and also each other. So for me, like if you realize we're still having this stigma about, this equality between men and women, you can see in the corporate world as well, not a lot of women are holding a lot of high, directorial management positions. Not that much, not that many. So I think is try to be independent and also help the women around you to realize their potential, because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
people just need a little bit of a push. Like
Yes.
for example, like if you have a friend, like she wants to work in the oil and gas and she's a little bit afraid, like while I'm already in the oil and gas, I can push her a little bit, you know shift her mind a little bit. So that's where maybe she can experiment with her potential. So that's pretty much it. Like it's an overall of you trying to inspire each other, pull each other up, and trying to be positive on whatever decisions that you want to make and be independent.
Yes. Okay. And how about you, Cempaka? What does woman empowerment means to you?
Okay, women empowerment for me means lifting each other, inspire, and as well as stand up for ourselves, for women as a whole. So in my case, I have this colleague that who is so intelligent, who is very smart, who is very talented, but she underestimates herself. Sometimes women, we need pushes. We need someone to tell us that, hey, it's okay to do this. You are fine, you will be fine. So that pushes. So woman empowerment for me, it means looking around those people around you, those women around you, to harvest together, to empower together, to become a better woman and to stand out in the crowd.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly. And I like it when you, Sarah, and also Champaka said that you need a little bit of push. You need someone to
Yeah.
motivate you, someone to guide you, a mentor to push you and guide you. And you need that extra push to elevate yourself to go one step forward.
Exactly.
Okay. And for the next
To
question,
strengthen each other.
yeah, exactly. To strengthen each other and also to also build our confidence to like, okay, I have this confidence and I can do this. So for example, like you have the confidence, I want to be in engineering, I want to be in oil and gas. So you need that extra push and confidence to get you where you want to be. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so for the next question, who are the women figures, the inspirational women leaders that you admire in Malaysia and also internationally?
So when it comes to figures idols in Malaysia, I don't have any like a famous icon. It's pretty much people that are close to me. So I think this is pretty cliche, but it is my honest answer. I would say my mother.
Mm-hmm.
She is an engineer, and she is still working as an engineer. And the fact that I think it's very impressive that she raised four of us siblings, little rascals, and while also holding a full-time job as an engineer. So I see how she does her daily activities. She's very productive. She wakes up in the morning, do this and do this, making sure everything's in like in order, so it's not chaotic at the house. So, and the fact that she can also do as a full-time engineer, I think it's very impressive, because for me, I feel like I'm still trying to trying to balance out my life. Just 2 years in the oil and gas company, there's a lot of stuff I gotta learn. So I think that's really impressive of my mother to be able to do that. And for internationally, I would say Jacinda Ardern, the New
Yes.
Zealand Prime Minister. Yes, because
High
I feel
five.
like the way,
High five.
yes, her leadership is very holistic for me. I see a lot of leaders, they're just all work, work, work. There's no empathy going on. Like she's very stern, she's very tactful in her duties. For example, like I would want to like highlight the Muslim shootings that happened in the New Zealand. I couldn't remember what year exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That really shocked the world because it was something about
Yeah.
racism. So she highlighted the issue about racism, and she personally went to the victim's family house, each one of them, to comfort them and asking them if they need anything. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's something that's really, you think it's small, just visiting their
Mm-hmm.
family, but it's actually means a lot for them. Their own prime
Yeah.
minister actually looking out for them. So she's very strong, independent, and also she has the empathy going on. So I think that was really cool of her. So and really inspire. to probably be like her one day. So yeah.
Yeah, I really admire Jacinda Ardern as well, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, because she have the compassion. She
Yes.
have the heart. She have the empathy to go out there and also visit the families, and to check up on them. And that is the quality of a true leader. And how, when you look at her and like, wow, this is a lady, this is a woman, and she's a Prime Minister of New Zealand, and she communicates really well with her New Zealander, with all her citizens, and she is very active on social media as well. So I follow her on Facebook and also LinkedIn, and yeah, she's amazing. And we also share the same idol. Yeah, Sarah, I also admire my mom as well. Yeah, so my mom is also my idol, my biggest inspiration, because my father passed away in 2016.
I'm
So my
sorry.
mom has been my mom and my dad ever since. So it's okay, thank you. And it's quite difficult, but I managed to overcome it. Yeah, it's not easy, but that is where you get the strength from. So I really admire my mom, because she's my mom and she's also my dad now, ever since my dad passed away. And also to always remember, yeah. So like, for example, like myself, even though my father is he passed on, he passed away, but always remember, you have come this far, and always remember that he's watching you from heaven. So you have to be the best version of yourself, and also go out there and be the best that you can be. So when you say that your idol is your mom, I was like, oh, Sarah, your idol is your mom. My idol is my mom as well, because she is amazing. And Jacinda Ardern as well. Okay, and also Cempaka, who are your biggest idols in Malaysia and also internationally?
Yeah, so in Malaysia, I do not really have one, but when it comes to idol, I always refer to, someone that I know, someone that who I can idolize. So for me, I have a colleague that who I really look up to, who always give me a lot of advice, who I admire a lot. So that's how I idolize her, and she has a lot of good qualities. She's very intelligent, very talented. So that's how I get my idol in Malaysia. So for the one internationally, I have Michelle Obama, and this lady is amazing. She is awesome. She's an advocate for women supporting education and as well as poverty. And she always make a lot of power line when she go to public speaking or when she make a speech. And I always remember this. She said to a lot of young ladies out there, she said, there is no limit that a woman can accomplish. You can compete with boys, you can beat the boys. So every time when I listen to her, that inspiration, that empowerment just come into my soul. Yeah.
Yeah, and with Michelle Obama, she's just like, you watch her on TV, like, wow, wow.
Yes.
Exactly.
Like, wow. Yeah, yeah. And then she has a legal background, law degree,
Yes.
and then also being Barack Obama's wife, and she's really
President, yeah.
inspiring, and with her woman empowerment, yeah. And she educate girls and also women to be the best version of themselves, and to always go further in life and don't stop no matter what. So that's what I like about Michelle Obama as well. Like, she's really inspiring, and she push
Yes.
uh, ladies to be the best version of themselves.
Exactly.
And then the impact that she brought to the society and to the people that who listen to her, even though I have not seen her physically, the impact lasts so long. Like
Yes.
you always want to listen to her again and get inspirations.
Yeah, I think with Michelle Obama, she inspired not just women in America, but the whole
Whole
world,
world.
the whole globe.
Yeah.
Even for us, like Malaysian ladies, we look up to her and like, wow, wow, she's amazing. Okay, and for the next question, what would be your advice for the young ladies out there who are interested to be an engineer in oil and gas industry?
So for me, the words that I have for young women is I think this is pretty much not if they just want to go into oil industry or probably any other industry. I would say to them, this is something that I always have in my head. I would rather regret failing than regret not trying at all, because you will never know your own potential if you never break out from your comfort zone. So that's number one. You have to leave your comfort zone, no matter, because of course it's going to be uncomfortable because you're leaving your comfort zone. You're taking that leap of faith because you want to discover how much potential you can have. If you fall down, you can get back up. Again, like I said, it's better that you regret failing than regret not trying at all.
Not
So be
trying, yeah.
fearless. Yeah, not trying at all, because you don't know if you shoot your shot. You never know where your life is going to be, how it's going to be different in the future. And so be fearless, set your goals. And to be honest, oil and gas is a really fun industry. It's really fun. There's a lot of surprises and everything. It's a very volatile industry, so don't be scared, because have fun, because so far me and Cempaka have been having fun in Schlumberger. So that's the advice I would have for them.
Yes, and always go for their dream, yeah, and take one step further. And because
Mm-hmm.
most people are afraid to go out of their comfort zone because they're
Yeah.
too comfortable.
Yeah, they're being complacent.
Yeah, so they're being too comfortable in their comfort zone, so they don't want to explore the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what would be your best advice for people to push themselves and to get out of that comfort zone?
For me, I think, of course, take a small step. Everything for me, I would try to make it small. You know, you don't, that's how a lot of New Year's resolution, a lot of people don't get to finish their New Year's resolution because their resolution is really big. So it's hard for
Yeah,
you to accomplish. So you have to start really small.
you
So
have to
how they want
start
to go
with
out?
baby
Yeah,
steps, with,
yeah,
yeah,
baby
small
steps.
steps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if someone is scared of doing joining oil and gas, maybe she can start small, like probably researching oil and gas. That's one. After researching, maybe she can talk to someone in oil and gas. So
Yeah.
build that confidence a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah, and also find a mentor, someone senior
Mm-hmm.
that can guide
Mm-hmm.
them and like, hey, I'm interested to be in oil and gas profession in engineering. Can you guide me? Can you be my mentor?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's also the same for my industry as well. I'm in education and training. So my advice out there, if there's any ladies who would like to be in the education and training industry, don't be afraid to, seek advice from get a mentor and also someone that can guide you for
Mm-hmm.
your career. Okay, and how about you, Chimpaka? What would be your advice for young ladies out there?
Okay. So for me, start finding or discovering yourself. You have to know what you like, what you want to do, and what motivates you. Because, when I want to become a petroleum engineer, a lot of people tell me that, this is a man's job. You are not fit into this industry. You want to work at offshore, this is not safe for you. But I know exactly what I want at my heart. My heart is on fire, nothing is going to stop me. So if you have that passion, you are putting the energy and the focus into it. And I believe that if you can see it and you can hold it, that is something that is going to empower you, it's going to inspire you, and you are, no matter what you face, no matter what hardship that you are going through, you fall, you are going to climb back up and you will
Mm-hmm.
make it. Do not listen to people, listen to your heart.
And
I
you
like
become
that.
stronger when you climb back up. You become stronger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Do not listen to people, listen to your heart. So the most
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
important thing is you have to make yourself happy. You have to please yourself and listen to yourself first. So always follow your heart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, there will be people, criticizing, and that's okay because that is when you learn and that is when the learning curve comes in and for you to improve on yourself. Okay, and for the final question for today's series, okay, what are the activities that people can do at home to stay positive and productive? Sarah?
Oh, okay. So for me personally, again, MCO is taking a toll to everyone. So everyone has different coping mechanisms. So again, I would like to focus that it is not a productivity contest. If you want to be productive, that's good. But if you don't feel like it today, that is fine. Because
It's
also, again,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. Take a break, because your mental health is important as well. You don't want to overwork your mental health or your head. So I think, like, in terms of trying to be productive, is, for example, well, because me and Chapaka were both working from home, so we have that
Same
time
here.
for
Me
ourselves.
too.
Yeah, yeah. It's very shy. I think pretty
Yeah.
much a lot of people are working from
Yeah.
home, which you have time, which I can also think is not going to be productive a lot of people because of the environment. Maybe for me, I would work outside of my bedroom, so it's a different environment.
Mm-hmm.
And also be productive. I try to squeeze in some of my exercise. I try my best because I've been so busy. Because I think exercise is really important. You got to sweat out a little bit because you've been
Yes.
indoors every day. And also try to get some sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin D is very important.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to go out in the middle of the road. You can just go by your window and just get some sunlight. And also, I like to take a break sometimes. I like to Netflix and chill. So watch movies a little bit, and I also try to squeeze in to learn some online courses, but I still haven't got the time. But yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. Like, is work. How to stay productive is work. Mental health is important. Take a break sometimes, and do a little bit of health fitness stuff.
Okay, there you go from Sarah. And how about you, Chimpaka? What would be your advice to people out there who are watching this? What are the positive and productive things that they can do at home during MCO?
Yeah. So I'm so grateful that I am able, or I have been very productive during this MCO, and I feel like it's the time for us to reconnect with ourselves. And I have not worked out, to be honest with you, for the past 1 month, and I feel like this is a time. So what I do now, just like all of you, watch a lot of YouTube and allocate some of the time. I finally have the time to sit down and allocate the time for me to work out. It's
Mm-hmm.
very important, but we don't get to do that every day when we work because we are so busy, hustle on the outside, meetings, and we have to travel as well. So, and as well, I watch a lot of tech talks, in order for me to stay positive because I'm staying on my own. Nobody is talking to me. So I need a media or a channel for me to connect. So I
Yeah,
do live as well. Yeah,
yeah.
I do network through
Mm-hmm.
social media platform like LinkedIn. I try to write because I I talk a lot normally. So now nobody is
Yeah.
talking to me. How I express myself is I write it on my Instagram. I like it on my LinkedIn so that I can empower and connect to the society or to the people around me. So that's what I do. I work out. I build my personal branding on network, on social media, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, as well as I do a lot of reading, which I do not have the time to do that at all at work because it's like you are trying to read one page but you have so many things on your mind that you are
Mm-hmm.
not able to focus. So now is the time. It's so
Yeah.
quiet, nobody is
Now is the
disturbing
best
you.
time to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Okay, there you go from Sarah and also Champaka. What are the positive things that you can do to stay active and productive at home despite of MCO? And it's always good to remain positive and calm, yeah, despite of any situation. I know that everyone is, in their house. It's been a difficult time for everyone, not just in Malaysia, but everywhere around the
Mm-hmm.
world. So I think we have to remain positive and
Mm-hmm.
calm at all time and do some exercises, watch movie, Netflix, like Sarah, right? Exercise, meditate, or you can like cook something, learn to cook new dishes in the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
or exploring like new online trainings on LinkedIn. There's plenty of online trainings that you can do
Mm-hmm.
online. And also what Champaka was saying, yeah, build your personal branding. That's really important right now, especially right now with digital media. So I like that, Champaka, because you are, doing your personal branding, and then also doing work as well, right? And then
Yes.
and then you exercise as well. You exercise at home, and then you on YouTube, right? Workout exercises. So this is how we balance ourselves. So work and life balance is really important. Like all of us are working from home, so we do our work that is being tasked to us by our company, by our management, but we also take our time to exercise, to meditate, and also to do things that we love, something that relaxing, something for us to stay calm and positive, and something chill, read a book, or what else. We can just exercise outside from our house. And then Cempaka were saying you do a lot of Instagram posts, and then to motivate others as well. So yeah, so that is really good. And okay, so we have reached to the end of the show. So do you guys have anything that you would like to share with everyone watching?
I would say during this sensitive time, trying to check up on your family and friends. Now, I think you should be more grateful. Like
Yep.
you can see, like the smallest thing of trying to leave your house that's been taken away from us,
Yeah.
and be more kinder to people. Now you can
Yeah.
see a lot of our frontliners are working tirelessly for us, and then just be more kind to people after this, so you can realize that. And for girls, go catch a dream, get out of your comfort zone.
Go for it. Yeah.
Yes,
I like that, Sarah. Go for it. Go for your
go
dream.
for it. Don't be
Go
scared.
for it.
Don't be scared.
Sky's the limit. Go for it. Yeah. Jump. Try to jump as high as you can, and
Yes.
and step outside of your comfort zone. Yeah. And how about you, Cempaka? What would be your advice to our viewers watching?
Okay. Again, my highlight is to not listen to people. Do what your heart say. Do what your heart tell you. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So, yeah, that is what is my advice to all the young women out there.
Okay, thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Cempaka, for being in Women Empowerment Series. And I would like to thank both of you today for being in my show, Women Empowerment Series program. Okay, thank you. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.
Bye, Farisha. Bye,
Bye,
Cempaka.
Sarah.
Thank you,
Cempaka.
Farisha. Bye,
Bye.
Thank you.